Language of light. The avatars and masters have permeated the planetary gridwork. The tools which they bring for teaching are symbolic forms which make up the language of light. Consciousness is ready for the evolutionary leap. The 144,000 members of the spiritual hierarchy are infused in the gridwork of the planet at this time. Each has its own seal that represents one portion of the language of light. These 144,000 seals of energy are being infused within us. The crop circles are activating gradually these frequencies of information which are being integrated into the body of light at all its levels of manifestation. Many portals are being opened to bring about evolution on this planet and movement out of the limitation of third-dimensional reality. At one time, this planet was sealed off and put into quarantine. A number of cycles were set to pass, after which the energy portals would be open again and the light could re-enter. This is that period, and light in ever greater intensity is flooding the planet, working its way through our consciousness to house itself in biology. Intelligence penetrates in the form of waves, making geometric shapes upon the earth. A time is coming when there will actually be a wave of light that will sweep the earth. Geometry is an evolved intelligence, a collection of experience that can communicate huge amounts of information. Crop circles all over the planet are frequency impressions made by sounds above human range. These geometric language shapes are moving a frequency band around the planet to help activate Earth's gridwork. The shapes coming onto the Earth are energy gates, glyphs. They hold intelligence and are being set to connect and construct an intelligence gridwork of a frequency which will help transform humanity and the planet. The glyphs work with vortex centers which are now drawing them in. Dormant for millennia, many of these vortexes are being reawakened because the seal around the planet has been penetrated. Crop circles are phenomenological expressions of consciousness. They come into our reality as a trigger to force this reality to move beyond its own limitations. They are put on the earth to assist us in holding and managing the energetics of our being, stimulating us to have the courage to live our light. These geometric shapes help distribute our frequency of light and love by spreading it all over the planet and holding it. They bring us to a new level of attainment. Science has discovered that the physical structure of elements are governed by a patterned array of intervals surrounding a central node. The general assumption that the nature of matter is fundamentally composed of particles is rapidly giving way to the concept that the underlying patterns of the material world are geometric waveforms. Sacred geometry is one of the gates through which we move to the knowledge of the essence of the soul. In this mirror of heaven, geometric symbols reflect the relationship of all levels of being to the larger whole, the meaning and the symmetry of life and its interrelatedness. An understanding in the world of symbols brings the inner and outer worlds into closer symbiosis as the mind of man seeks to integrate this living language. Our consciousness is being infused with the language of light, and our bodies are undergoing a similar recoding and upgrade. Those who believe in the Father's will and desire to work with the Brotherhood are those who will feel tremendous energy changes in their bodies. They are being chemically respatialized to live in a more active light environment. No longer will it be said, the spirit is willing but the flesh is weak, for the flesh and the spirit will be one highly charged body of light.